This wasn't planned. Very last minute stream. Take my watch off so that's not rattling around. Yeah. Figure we might as well watch the Bulls, seeing as I actually have a bit of time tonight. Do let me know if anyone's here. Yeah. My missus is supposed to be doing her reports that she needed desperately to get done, but she got them done early. So, yeah, I am free as a bird. She was supposed to be working, but first one here, yeah, Jack Goodhue's ex-mullet. Good to see you, man. I wasn't actually supposed to be doing a stream tonight. Yeah, this is very impromptu. I didn't schedule it at all, but my missus got her work finished early. So I was like, I've got time for a sneaky stream, I think. I saw Jack Goodhue on the news the other night, actually. He, what did he say? They asked him how he's feeling without his mullet. And he said, I think, like, not liberated, but he seems to be doing alright. Mark, man, how's it going? There's Pro 14 this weekend, eh, Mark? Semi-finals? And Daramundi, yes, this was not planned. Not planned. This is the ultimate last minute. Very last minute. I wasn't supposed to be doing this video, but here we go. Back in the Bulls prime, says Tian. Yeah. Now this one that I've loaded up, it's the official like footage, but it's only 48 minutes, so I guess they cut out everything they could. So it should be an all-action 48 minutes. Chris, yes, this was a surprise to me as well. I'll see you shortly. Fleshin, how's it going? What time is it in the UK now? Is it like, it's either 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Leinster Munster Friday evening Irish time, 7:35. Will I be doing a live stream? That'll be 6:35 Saturday morning for me. I will be here. I will be here. As soon as the lineups are out, I'll do a preview. And then, oh, bloody man, bloody hell, going to watch that game. That's going to be a cracker. And then the next day is the next one, Ulster and Edinburgh. Should be a cracker. Glad you said that I've been ranting at YouTube. Oh. This one was legit not scheduled, so nobody had any alerts for this one, I don't think. 10 o'clock, okay. Yeah, it's like almost 9 p.m. here. I did put the link in the description if you guys want to watch this one. It's the Sharks and the Bulls from 2007, but like I said, it's only 48 minutes, so it should be a rip-roaring 48 minutes. Those were the golden years for the Blue Bulls. Oh man, 2 a.m. Mark. I hope you're getting enough rest. I know I didn't wake you up for 2 a.m. because I didn't schedule this stream. This just came out of nowhere. 2 a.m. You must be a bit of a night owl. But yeah, to be honest, I used to hate the Bulls back in these days. I really didn't like them because they were just too good. And going over to play them was a real bastard of a thing. So, yeah. Jack's mullet slowed him down. Now he's faster. That's good news for the South. Not such good news for the North. But, yeah. That game should be a good one this weekend as well. Got 2 Pro 14 semi-finals and North versus South. So, happy days, I reckon. After a big absence of rugby, we've got not quite internationals back, but we're not too far away from some proper rugby. Yes, that's been good. Super Rugby Aotearoa's already done. Crazy to feel like how that time's flown. Hope Jack White can bring some of the magic back. Well, he's certainly been putting his mark on the squad, eh? He's been bringing guys in, taking guys out. Yeah. Who do you think will win North v South? I guess we'll wait to see the lineups, but I think I back the South just partially looking at the squad and partially based on some of the chemistry those Crusaders guys are going to have. North's got the better halfbacks, what can I say? Where's it been played? It's been played down in Wellington. Alright, I reckon we might get this one cracking. Vodacom Super Rugby Classic Match 2007 final. Cell C Sharks v Vodacom Bulls. As I said, the link should be in the description. And it's 48 minutes long, so I think it will be pretty, pretty much no, there'll be no faffing about. It'll be pretty much straight to all the good stuff. I am just going to switch to my TV speakers. Jordan, hello mate. Sorry, this was a bit of an impromptu one, but if you want to load up Bulls Sharks from 2007, I haven't started yet, but I am about to. Bulls Sharks. Doesn't look like there's any mid-roll ads in it either, which is always nice to see. 1080p, also very nice. Alright guys, I am gonna get this thing going. If you want to watch at the same time, we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bro. Look at that stadium. How full is that? Goodness me. Big Will, how's it going, man? I wasn't planning on being here, but here we are. I've just booted up the game. It's in the description. Goodness me, there's some Bulls fan showing his stomach, which has got a flower paint on it. I am 35 seconds into the stream. They're showing the lineups. Gerber, Bota, Steenkamp front row. Man, go through Steenkamp's only 25 in that picture. He looks like 40. Matfield and Bucky's Bota, that's almost just not fair. Colm O'Driscoll, how's it going, man? We're watching some Super Rugby. Van Heerden, Space is 21. Goodness me. Vandenberg. I don't remember Vandenberg. Ford Dupree, Derek Huchard. Man. Ford Dupree was the best for quite some time. Best lock pairing of all time. Hard to argue. Oliver and Nell, midfield. Pretty young Bulls team, eh? Heaps of these guys are like early to mid-20s. Ndengane and Habana. Habana's 23. Jorwitz at fullback. Anyway, cheers everybody. Like I said, sorry this one was a bit impromptu, but my wife managed to get her work done early. So, let's watch some rugby, even if it's only 48 minutes. What a crowd. Good times. Here's the Shark squad. Bota, Smith, and Carsten. Smith's already 29 in 2007. Carl, cheers, man. Johan Ackerman. True. He's 36. Goodness me. Kankowski's 21. AJ Fenta. Man, not a bad bull side, is putting it mildly. Ram Pinars, 23. He's still going. Butch James. See if he does any brutal tackles in this one. Bradley. Brad Barrett. Bro, I even forgot he was in South Africa. Goodness me, I almost didn't recognize him, especially when they called him Bradley. And Frans Steyn, 20 years old. Holy moly. And JP Peterson, 20 years old. Far out. This is madness, man. And Percy Montgomery at fullback. Jeez. Two good looking sides, to be fair. Man. Steve Walsh is the ref. A 20-year-old Frans Steyn still weighing in at 100 kicks. That's true. Right. My YouTube clock's at 3:52 if you guys are watching. Like I said, it's only 48 minutes, so I guess they cut out a lot of the standing around. 11-year-old me was at this game. Still not fully recovered. I was scarred for life. Won't be able to watch this again. At least it's only an abridged version. Brad Barrett mentioned this final was the worst loss of his career. Is that right? Like, he's been in England so long, I'd almost forgotten that he was in this game. I had forgotten he was in this game. Jordan, your mum's at Middlemore doing her first 7 days of chemo. It's tough, man. Everyone's going to be different. I seem to remember Gaza, first 7 days, I think were all right. He would do some time at home, then do some time in the hospital. Just look at that crowd, though, man. Honestly, how good is a full Shark Tank? I think I've got that jersey. I don't wear it because it's slightly too small for me. There you go. Sharks are in front 3-0. It's looking good for the Sharks. Maybe they'll go on and do it. Yeah, man, I echo Big Will's sentiments there for sure. I'll give her all the best, man. It's tough. Oh, Pierce Space. What a try. God, he was athletic, man. He's one of those guys you looked at him and go, he could have played in the midfield. South Africa said South African sides will use Currie Cup as a qualifying event to find where they'll be fitted when South Africa sides join Europe early next year. Oh, man. Yeah, Sean. I saw your comment, actually, on the other video. The amount of rumours and stuff that comes out, it's kind of maddening. I'm kind of reluctant to do too many speculation videos on it. But yeah. It seems like it's inevitable, doesn't it? This is one of the most South African things I've ever seen. Are you talking about this game? Conversion 7-3. I guess first thing for the South African teams is to actually get back playing domestically, and then we can kind of work out what happens. Gavin says, I still haven't gotten over this one. Somebody else said the same thing. Callum said he was at the game. He just says, love the jersey. Bro, I said on Patreon the other day, because I just bought this one recently, it cost me $25, which is reasonable, to be honest. In comparison, new Super Rugby jersey goes for 150. I've been looking for this one for ages. It's such a distinctive jersey. I was pretty pleased to finally find it on New Zealand's version of eBay. Even Pollard thinks they should join the North because the playing style suits the North, said in a French newspaper. Pro 14 needs the cash, so they'll be desperate for the South African team's TV money. You need that sweet TV money. Do you think it will matter to Kiwi Rugby if the Saffers join the English leagues? I watched a podcast, if you can watch a podcast, because it was recorded, but it was like James Parsons from the Blues. What's the Crusaders halfback? Not Drummond, the other one, Bryn Hall. Bryn Hall and like Tony Lamborn, so a bunch of New Zealand Super Rugby players, they were getting asked about this. And they all seem like devastated at the idea that South African teams are going to go. And they're like, I think Bryn Hall even said, New Zealand rugby is not going to be as good without the South African teams. They were like, with all due respect to the Australian teams, which is another way of kind of backhanded insulting them, but yeah. Oh, your brother attends that Mount Roskill church where that mini cluster is. Jeez. Man, your family's having no luck, Jordan, man. Have a drink, bro. You need it. Need to get yourself a Stags jersey. I only have two Mitre 10 Cup jerseys, actually. Auckland and Canterbury. I'm distinctly lacking in Mitre 10 jerseys. Man, they're putting the wood on Dupree, man. They seem to want to flatten him. A 4 pass. Rumours of South Africa joining the 8 Nations. I think it's a stunt to avoid putting Georgia and Romania in the tournament. Yeah, I would have thought South Africa's kind of already committed to the Rugby Championship if that can go ahead. But I'm sure South Africa would bring in more money. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I haven't done a video on that again because it's just like more speculation, even though I did the one about Japan dropping out because I think that was kind of confirmed. Oh, bro, here goes Peterson. He burned Ndungane. I mean, he had a head start, but still, Ndungane couldn't catch him. What a try. Wow. For some reason, I've been kind of looking for NRC jerseys. Yeah, Mitre 10 Cup jerseys aren't what they used to be in terms of being able to find them. I went to New Zealand's got a rugby store. Man, he's got gas down that wing. There's a New Zealand rugby store on Queen Street, which is like our main shopping street in downtown Auckland, which has got a shop called Champions of the World, which only sells rugby union stuff. And they didn't have a single Mitre 10 Cup jersey. I know the season hasn't started, so maybe that's why, but no merchandise at all. What sort of format do you think the Pro 14 will take if South Africa joined? It'd be kind of sensible to have a South African only conference, right? Oh, he's missed the conversion. I don't know. If there's enough teams in South Africa, it would make sense to have them playing each other a lot more. I don't know. Because the way the Pro 14 goes at the moment, there's like one Italian team in each, one Scottish team in each. They're split up deliberately. South African sides will have the Irish Crusaders if they join the Pro 14. That'll be a good test for them. Super Rugby proved this long distance travel doesn't work fan-wise. I agree, man. This is why I think if they are going to put the South African teams, they probably need to be somehow linked in their own kind of conference with minimal interaction. I don't know how it works, man. Someone much smarter than me will work it out. Feels like Peterson was always underrated because he was playing with Habana. Yeah, in the shadow is for sure. Who's going to win the Six Nations when it restarts? I think England's probably the favourite, right? Are you kidding me? Did John Smith just take a droppy? What the hell? I do not remember that at all. What? I'm bloody glad they left that in the highlights. Are you kidding me? It didn't miss by that much. What the hell? I guess because they had advantage anyway. Jesus. If South Africans join the North, good luck keeping pace with the Kiwis. We'll have to see how things develop, man. Still plenty of news to come, I guess, on that one. And good question, Big Will. I haven't followed the NRC this season either. I'd like to know what's happening too. My thoughts, South African conference, then they're guaranteed at least one team going through. Just hope there's an announcement when it gets confirmed, the Pro 14. Yeah, they need to work something out. But Andy Marinos, who's like the head of Sanzar, said they're kind of still working out whether the Aussie proposal about having like a Champions League style competition where the two South African teams, two New Zealand teams, two Aussie teams, maybe an Argentinian team and a Japanese team all play each other. I think he's still kind of hopeful that that model will work with the South African teams. They could easily do a South African team in the 8 nations at the moment with the amount of European-based players. I've done a video about that years ago, actually. All the European-based Springboks, or just South Africans, and there's probably even more of them over there now. Matt Dunning would have kicked that. That one I actually remember, but he didn't mean to kick the one he did. NRC was cancelled. That is a bugger. South Africa need to have their own thing going to sharpen some players, maybe blood some new players. I think the problem is it's just the money, eh? Like New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, the reason they joined forces, I think initially was probably a financial thing mainly. 6 nations usually played during the South African summer. It is. Really wish the Sharks could have won a title when they were still playing a Super Rugby, aren't they? Like none from 4. Yeah, how many finals have they lost? Is it 3 or 4? They lost one to the Blues. They lost this one to the Bulls. And they lost one to the Chiefs. Imagine Leinster versus the Blues. I still want Leinster Crusaders, man. Guessing the action at the second is in the second half. Well, we've had Peterson's run. We've had Spice's try, so there's been a couple of good ones. When Stain kicks the ball, he barely gives it a tap and it goes 24,000 metres. He does have something of a big boot on him. Man, Brad Barrett is going to take a few knocks to that noggin of his before his career is done. And I had forgotten about those little remote control cars that used to bring out the tea. Sharks are the France if Super Rugby can't win a title. I would like to see both France get a World Cup and the Sharks get a Super Rugby title, but the Sharks thing seems, kind of unlikely at the minute. Oh, and the Beast is there as well. Half time. Jeez, that flew by. 14-10. Sharks are in front. What's a crowd? Right, second half's underway. Jeez, this is absolutely blistering. Matt Dunning is a legend, Carl. If you haven't seen Matt Dunning's drop goal, you need to go and put it on YouTube now. The look on his face when he kicks it is unbelievable. Sharks logo didn't deserve to win a title. Come on, man. It's a shark running with a rugby ball. You love sharks. You love rugby balls. What's better than a, what do you call an animal that's been formed like a human, like something morphic? Oh, bro, here come the Bulls. Oh, into touch. Craven, good morning, sir. And you're a Bulls fan. On the YouTube clip, I'm already at 19 minutes and 30 seconds, so it's 14-10 to the Sharks. Favorite final. Favorite final. Super Rugby one? Recent times, that one where the Waratahs got the job done over the Crusaders was a pretty good one. I remember watching that with my Aussie mate who's a Tars fan. Here goes Habana. Go Habana. Do you think England are World Cup contenders? Eddie Jones says that's why he's still with them, right? He's got unfinished business. Kings Park went hella silent after this game. They actually mentioned that earlier when PSB's got his try. The commentator said how quiet the crowd went. I believe it. Ooh, loose pass. I'm not usually a fan of these kind of 48-minute summaries of the matches, but given this was last minute and it still showed some cool stuff, I'm pretty glad to be watching it. I've forgotten Ackerman was in this game. I'd forgotten Brad Barrett was in this game. I forgot John Smith took a bloody drop kick attempt. Like, man. Highlanders beating the Hurricanes for their first title was pretty bloody good. That's true. Was Dixon's try a try? That's a question. You should get your Aussie mate in a video sometime. He's in Australia. I hardly contact him, to be honest. I was actually just talking to my wife about that the other day. No, today. She said, have you contacted... interesting, his name's Gary, which is the same as my dad. But she said, have you contacted Gary recently? And I said, nah. I haven't contacted him for months, man. Not since the COVID thing first started happening. And, yeah, it's just, I guess, hard sometimes when you live in different countries. You don't see each other that much anymore. I was at the Tars final cheering on the last minute penalty to win it, and was then Twickenham crying the same time when Scotland got knocked out both times. Bernard Foley, oh man, win some, lose some, damn. And then you saw the ref run for his life. Dixon's try was definitely a try. True Southland legend. I knew you would come up with something like that. I also thought it was a try, to be honest. Will you do a ranking of Rugby World Cup finals in terms of entertainment? That could be a good video, man. You guys always have the best video ideas. I'll write that one down. 2015 is going to be at the top. Just spoiler alert right there. That game was a cracker. Rugby World Cup final rankings. I was at the Leinster Glasgow final. I think it was during the Pro 12 days. That's interesting. I've never been to a final. The closest I've been, I went to the Mitre 10 Cup final where Auckland beat Canterbury like after extra time. That was a good game. That was a good game. I've never been to a Super Rugby final. Never been to a World Cup final. Yep. Yep. What live streams this week, Big Will? Well, I think we'll do the 2 Aussie games, and we'll do the 2 Pro 14 semi-finals. I think there's some Premiership games on this week which also look pretty tasty, but I'll see. 2015 has to be. 2015 was a good game. Yeah, 2015 because it had lots of tries. It wasn't really one-sided like the All Blacks went in front. The Aussies got back within touching distance and then the All Blacks kind of pulled it away. I thought it had a lot going for it. Preferred 2011. Bro, that was just tension, that game. I didn't enjoy that one at all. I mean, I enjoyed the result, but the actual process of getting there, no. 2015 AB score was just OP. The South Africans gave them a good run in that semi-final. It wasn't much in it. Penalty over. It's 14-13 after 61. What beer am I drinking? It is amazing Wakachangi Lager, which is apparently a New Zealand product from a couple of radio DJs here, which I didn't know when I bought it, but I have since been informed. Frans Stain just tried to drop you from like halfway, but it was short, if you can believe it. I think the 2019 Rugby World Cup final is on YouTube. World Rugby? No. I swear they haven't put it up. Because on every World Rugby's video, I see South African fans asking, when's it going to be up? When's it going to be up? Is it really up? Can't be up. If it's up, we'll definitely have to watch it at some point. Catch you for the live stream Saturday. Alright, Big Will Man. Go have dinner with the lady. Give her my best. Oh, and Dengati's made a bit of a meal of that. It's not up. Okay. No, World Rugby, it was there. Yeah, somebody else had a copy up. From memory, it may have been like 480p, so not very good quality. Yeah. Jordan, it is amazing. Waka Changi Lager quality beer. It's got a dude with a spatula fighting off some kind of rodent, protecting a damsel in distress. It's alright, it's 5%. Yeah, just between you, me, and the other 23 people in the stream, I do have a copy of the 2019 final, but I don't think I would like to live stream it because I think World Rugby might not appreciate that. Man, the Bulls are under all kinds of pressure here. Hanging on. Still drinking that. Yeah, I'm still drinking it. What can I say? Bet you can't get that on tap at your local, indeed. Turns out you're looking for another match AB's box. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't put the 2019 match up yet, I guess. A broadcast rights thing, because they've put England, New Zealand up. Bro, there's a dude smoking in the ground. You can't do that anymore. I don't know if you can do that in South Africa, but you certainly can't do that in New Zealand. You have to get out the stadium if you want to go have a smoke. brutal. Ooh, was that knocked on or knocked down? Big scrum here for the Bulls. – 2007 South Africa, I'm pretty sure you could still smoke indoors. Not now. Huh? Not now. I mean, when I watched like the 1987 final, which was hosted in New Zealand, there was definitely dudes smoking in the ground. So it's by no means like unique to South Africa. But yeah, I don't think 2007 you could do that in New Zealand. You gave up smoking 5 years ago, bro. I was still smoking off and on this year, which is not good. One good thing about lockdown, I haven't been buying cigarettes, so it's good. For the most part, pretty much stopped. Not a good habit and bloody expensive. Bloody expensive. Not anymore, fair enough. Live streaming for this weekend, Flesh, and we've got an Aussie game on Friday night, my time, which will be Friday morning in the UK and South Africa. American time, I don't know. Then we'll have the Pro 14 semi-final. I think Munster-Leinster is on the... Man, Bucky's with the head high shot. That's fun. Yeah, the Pro 14 semi-final, which is again, I think, UK night. So that'll be my morning, and then rinse and repeat for the next day. So Saturday night game for me in Australia, which will be Saturday morning UK, South Africa, and then Pro 14 semi, the other one, morning for me, evening for you guys. Novmum, I'm up to the final kind of 20 minutes, 31 and a half minutes, Sharks Bulls. It's 14-13. The Sharks are up by 1. Kramer heard on the breakdown South African games will start at the end of September. That's the news reports I've heard as well. But yeah, likewise, I haven't seen anything set in stone. Last update I saw was that South African teams were able to start doing contact training. What's the South African equivalent of the Canterbury-Auckland and rugby rivalry? I get the feeling the Stormers are kind of like Auckland. Or at least Western Province, if we're talking Curry Cup. But I'll let a South African answer that one. Oh, there you go. Stormers Bulls. There you go. Chris, the YouTube clock is at 32-37. So the Sharks are in front by a point, and it's 69 minutes on the match clock. So I think the beast is just coming on. I think they're going to show most of the final 10 minutes of the game. Funny how NBA allows replays and highlights to be used by YouTube streamers, not live content. Yeah, it seems like some of them are better than others. Like the Six Nations allows Squidge to use content for his channel, and I think other channels like they're not real hardcore with the copyright requests, but the Rugby World Cup is everything gets taken down. Sky Sports New Zealand will take everything down, so yeah. Not sure about Leinster, Munster. It's just still a bit of Scarlets fan. So close, but Connacht couldn't do the job for you. You remember this match, Chris? It still hurts. Look at the crowd, though, Chris. Look at that crowd. Very pleasing on the eye. Craven says Bucky's was a good enforcer, which is putting it mildly. Putting it very, very mildly. Alan Quinlan would probably say he was phenomenal. Brutal for Sneyman. Yeah. 6 to 9 months out. Poor bastard. Poor Munster fans as well, because he's an electric player. Scary human being is more appropriate, I think, of a way to put it. Depending on when this was played, you were most likely pregnant. Damn. Hope that went well. I know from my wife being pregnant, it's not all that fun. Oh, line out steal. Brutal from the Bulls. But a hell of a lock and duo. I think Ori should still be able to fill in for Sneyman on the international level, but brutal for Munster. Yeah, Marvin Ori's a good player. Wasn't he playing in one of the European teams like on a short loan? Was it Ospreys or something? Thoughts on the two semis? I think Leinster's going to probably be big time favourites for their game. But if Munster's attack can click a little bit better than it did in that previous game, there's no reason they couldn't do a job, man. Like, they probably should have done better with all the ball they had. Edinburgh Ulster, I've got less of an idea because neither side looked that good when I watched them recently. I missed Edinburgh's game where they beat Glasgow pretty easily, so yeah. Drop goal. You missed that. No pressure on him, apart from the fact that he's playing in a Super Rugby Final. But there was nobody closing him down. Can't get it done. All the time in the world is right. No joy. Will he come back and regret that one later? I think he'll be alright. The Bulls kicking far too much. Tell that to Fuff. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter about the amount of kicks you do as long as they're effective. That's one thing you got to love about Squid Rugby's channel is he can look past the surface level stuff, and he actually figured out. Oh, here goes to Priya, to Habana. Oh. But he actually figured out the strategy of when they were kicking. They weren't just kicking randomly. They were only kicking if a certain set of conditions were true. Headbutt from Borto and Jimmy Cohen. Yeah. Edinburgh game just passed was a dead rubber and it was a terrible game. Yeah, it wasn't the best, bro. But they changed so many players for that one, so it's kind of understandable. One of South African players in Munster, Dealende, was talking to reporters in RTE. What was he saying? Not straight. Man, these line-up throws from Duplessis are proven pretty costly. Oh, it's brutal. You know it's not a good look when the hooker goes like this. As if to say, I know that's not straight. By this time, my heart was in my throat. I remember it so clearly. Yeah, this was like me in the 2011 Rugby World Cup final. I remember just thinking, please don't concede a penalty. Please don't concede a penalty. Except that the result kind of goes a bit differently for the All Blacks as to what happened with The Sharks here. Cowan started it. Jimmy Cowan was a bit of a loudmouth as well, so I believe it. Don't besmirch the Jimmy Cowan. Ooh, sorry, Josh. Yeah, he's a great player. He was a good player. Big guy for a halfback. But I mean, he's a loudmouth. The fact that he's a number 9, that kind of goes without saying. Dusatois was immense in 2011. It's brutal that he got man of the match for that game. And he has to go and give an interview. Congratulations, here's your man of the match trophy. By the way, you just lost the Rugby World Cup. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Always remember Nigel Owens saying a line-out throw. I'm straight in that one. I've seen that one on YouTube. I don't think I watched that game, but I've seen that clip. The Bulls are in blue, Novmum, and the Sharks are in the grey. His brother Scott was pretty bloody good. I don't remember him. Scott Cowan. I'll have to ask Gather. Right, can Duplessis get this line out straight? It's costing the Sharks pretty brutally. Don't throw it to Victor. Oh, they actually won it this time. Sharks with the maul. Good defense from the Bulls. Oh, he played halfback as well. Okay, no, that does sound familiar now that you say that. And Novmum, you're right. The crowd is phenomenal. Should be a Club World Cup. Yeah, agree. As long as it's not cheapened and it's not interfering with anything else, but you need to get that global calendar sorted, I think, to get the Club World Cup going. Man. At this point, Chris, you got to think your Sharks are going to get it done. Especially right now. They've just scored a try. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Surely he's just won it for the Sharks. Which player exclusion would shock you for most ABs? Oh, man. It's probably going to be one of the Lucy's, isn't it? Alec Stransky's just said, surely sealed it here. Nah, man, it's the conversion that'll surely seal it. He's only just got it, but he got it. Champions Cup organisers said they were talking about global rugby competition that goes with the Champions Cup. Wait, it's Mornay Stain that missed that conversion? Are you kidding me? He must have joined the Bulls not long after this. With Francois Stain. God, Hugh Bladden must have just spoke the wrong name. I never remember Mornay Stain at the Sharks. Here we go. 79 minutes and 20 seconds. There's 40 seconds to go. The Sharks are surely going to get their first Super Rugby title. A blue bull doesn't eat off the floor. A blue bull doesn't know about losing. They probably shouldn't have kicked that ball, hey? You should just hold the ball, run the clock, man. Come on, there's less than a minute to go. You give the Bulls one more chance. Why the hell did the Bulls guy kick it? And why did the Sharks kick it back to them? What a ridiculous end to this game. Come on. What is going on? This is madness. This is madness. The tension's killing me, and this is a game from 2007. Pierce Spies, offload, Habana. He's brought down. I can literally feel the tension. Why, man? I know what's going to happen. How the hell is that not Sharks' ball? Surely there was a knock on there. Oh my goodness. Oh, they got advantage. This is a 13-year-old game. Why am I still feeling tense? Habana, huge hole. He's gone through. What a try. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Where'd I get the bullshit from Trade Me, man? It was new with tags for $25. I was very, very lucky to find it listed after searching for like a year to find this one. Kings Park went silent. You were not kidding. Oh my goodness. There was kind of a Red Sea moment, eh? You could see him when he doesn't get tackled. He just sees that huge gap and goes straight through it. Unbelievable. What a kick this is. Are you kidding me? There was a freaking knock on, ref. I agree, Chris. The Sharks have been pretty hard done by here. Hooker, what a pressure kick. Oh my goodness. That's it. They charged early. They charged early. Super Rugby doing a retro jersey round. They absolutely should do it. They absolutely should do it. Oh my goodness, what a brutal one. And yeah, I swear the Bulls lost that ball for, but some pretty poor decision making again from the Sharks at the end as well. Twice. Man. I'll have a look at the Munster channel after this game. What a result, hey? Man, Victor Fourie have got the trophy. What a result. What a result. Will I be watching Leinster Munster? Absolutely, man. Lock it in. That's going to be a massive, massive game. So, yeah. All right. I haven't seen this game for years. But agree, Chris. The Sharks screwed themselves by not kicking it out like twice. So they had their chances. But, yeah, well done. Bulls from 13 years ago. Never give up. Wear this jersey with a bit of pride, respect for those guys. Some bloody legends in that team as well. Absolutely. So yeah. Tomorrow, I think I got a video coming out about Bowden Barrett and Richie Mo'unga. People have been asking me about that one. Video for that tomorrow. And then previews, upcoming, Munster, Leinster, the Super Rugby AU, all kinds of stuff. So yeah. This one was a bit of an impromptu one, but a bit of a blast from the past to proper South African teams full of absolute legends. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. Hopefully we can see some rugby from South Africa domestically at some point soon if they can get their bubbles sorted and everyone get COVID tests and contact training and everything sorted. But you guys take care. And yeah, I'll see you again for another one soon. Alright guys, see you later.